If you're thinking about starting investing in the stock market, listen, this video is for you. Why? Because when I got started in the stock market, or at least before I got started in the stock market, I believe there was such a like a barrier to entry, right? But as years gone by, those barriers just start coming down and down and down and down and down and down. To the point now, I think just the other day, the news article said that the SEC may get rid of having $25,000 to actually do day trading. Like that's the fact that we came thus far is very shocking to me, right? Like I've been investing over 10 years and I remember when I got hit with my first PDT, pattern day trader. That means that I had less than $25,000 and I couldn't execute more than what three day trades in a 5 day period. So ladies and gentlemen, this is another reason why you should get invested because the barriers to invest is getting like softened and softened. It's just there's eventually going to be no more barriers. There's no more excuses on why you should not invest. So, ladies and gentlemen, as far as YouTube, I've been on this journey since November 13th, 2025, and I've been buying fractional shares every single day in the market. And what I ended up also doing is putting up a little extra money into the market just to show you guys. It doesn't matter if you have a little bit of money or a lot of bit of money or a lot of little bit of money, you still can be a market participant. And being a market participant, we need to focus more on protecting our money than making money. So the market has is right now is 254. Market has 6 more minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy my fractional shares. I'm gonna buy my shares because I only have 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna go over plays. I'm gonna go over strategy, guys. Just stick on tight. Stick on tight to the end of the video. But those that don't know me, I've been in like investing, like I said, in the stock market for a very long time. So don't let this portfolio fool you guys as far as like account size. You're like, well, how could this guy give financial advice? And really, this isn't really financial advice anyway. But how could this guy come up on here and say all these things? And the reason why I can say these things, or at least I feel like I can say in confidence, is like I'm in a different country right now. I'm not even in America. I'm in a different country right now, and I wouldn't necessarily say just stocks alone have put me in this position, but the mindset of understanding how to invest and incorporating that in other avenues has also helped me here. So, um, I don't know. Listen to the guy who like has a lot of money but doesn't know how to invest, or listen to the guy who has a little bit of money but does know how to invest. So right now we're getting margin called. So just gonna give a portfolio update. Thank God I did it. Oh, I did do a cover call. I do have a cover call on Intel. Today's Thursday, so tomorrow's Friday. So all these are gonna expire tomorrow. I have a Intel play tomorrow. If Intel stays below $71 tomorrow, guess what happens? I get to keep. Where's my mouse? I get to keep my 100 shares, and I got $20 of credit. So I get to keep my 100 shares and $20 of credit. So this is where the covered call strategy can become so lucrative, right? Because now I have appreciation, meaning that my stock is up. The stock is up. So name of the game now is to hold on to that stock as long as possible. So what does that mean for me? I would get like the $13. The fact that the $13, or excuse me, the fact that the $95 strike price has juice. The fact that the $95 strike price has juice, and that's what, 27 points? 27 points, ladies and gentlemen. If Intel goes to $95 by next week, that'd be 2,700 gain. and guess what? I'd be making $13 on top of it. So if Intel runs up, I make the appreciation and I make the $13. But what's the likelihood that it does go to 95? Not very likely. So this would be like an easy $13. Like some of like I want to trust the 79. I'll probably get to closer to like the 90s. It's like me a quick $30 premium. Quick $30 premium. Let's see. Look at that. So this is where the covered call strategy is so lucrative because when you are sitting on stocks that's already appreciated and you're getting these covered calls way out the money, if you do get a sign and you're super out the money, you just made a lot of money. That's number one. And if you don't get a sign, you're making residuals. You just gotta hope that, like, I just gotta hope that Intel never comes back to this price. If I have Intel for the rest of my life and Intel never comes back to this price and I'm able to do covered calls every single whenever I can, oh, life is lovely. Life is lovely, ladies and gentlemen. There's 2 minutes left in the market. I need SPY to like bounce back so I could buy some shares, but looks like we're not gonna buy anything today. I screwed up on HIMS or hers so bad, guys. Look at this. I would be up $600. And if you guys follow my journey, I had like 200 shares of this, but I got cooked there. Freaking monster rip. When I say I got cooked, I mean that I capped my gains. So I capped my gains, but it's all good. Capped my gains here again with SOFI, but I'm still making money. Like the problem why a lot of y'all fail is because you would be in a position where you are making money, and then the money that you're making is better or if not equivalent on how you make your money as far as equivalency, right? So let's say you have a job and you work 8 hours in your job and you make $50. And that might be like a bad, like, let's just say $10. You make $15 an hour. Let's say $15 an hour. And you work 8 hours. That would be equivalent to 120 bucks for 8 hours. So let's say your covered call got you, or your strategy, your position, whatever, got you 20 bucks in 1 hour. Like on paper, you're like, oh man, it's only 20 bucks. But in the real world, you're working for somebody else for 15 and you're accepting it. So um I'm okay that I capped my gains, no big deal, whatever. I'm still making profit. But that's why I left this one here. This Intel play. This Intel play is what's gonna make me a lot of my money. Because I bought it here at 64 and I chose the 71 on purpose. I could have easily chose the 65. I could have easily chose the 66. But I chose the 71 because I'm like, yo, if this thing rips, I want to be holding on to the underlying appreciate. Oh man, the market just ding 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 ding. The market has closed, ladies and gentlemen. So I had a late start today, so whatever. That's all good. Netflix just took a dump. Netflix is taking a dump. Netflix is taking a dump. Oh my god, Netflix is taking a dump. Netflix is taking a dump. What's going on, Netflix? Oh my god, Netflix is taking a dump. Okay. I get to watch some after hours with you guys. I've never been with you guys for after hours. So after hours trading could be very dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. After hours trading could be very dangerous. So I'm gonna go over my plays here with you guys. This one right here, I'll be honest with you guys. Call it what you call it. I'm gonna call it spade for spade. I call this a gambling play. This is a big gambling play, but it's low risk, high reward. Low risk, high reward. Why? Because my average credit cost is $87, meaning my risk per credit per contract is $13. So I got 20 contracts. So meaning that for every 10 contracts, I will lose $130. So for 20 contracts, I could lose $260. But so $260 to potentially win or gain. Let me see here. 20 times 87. $1,740. So yes, I'll be straight up with you guys. I am doing a little gamble on this one. Not highly recommended. And what else? We got Intel. We got the Intel play. We need Intel to hit to be above $69 at the end of expiration. We got time on this play, so we got another like 2 weeks on this play. See what it does. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's the setup for today. Unfortunately, I started late on the recording, so we didn't get too much action. But that's a part of the journey. Is sometimes we're not gonna have a lot of action. Some days it's gonna be super boring. Some days it's gonna be better than others. Some days we're gonna like have so much anticipation that we want something to happen. But hey, as long as we understand how to ride the waves when it comes, and we stay at flow, we stay in the game. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, the stock market is going to take you a very, very long way. Look at this. I know this is all false. This is all false reality because my contracts here for SPY up 430. Like if this is the case, I could even close out. Let's say tomorrow, this is what my contract is valued at. I can close this 430 and then probably keep like two contracts, right? So I'm hoping we got money. We can make some money. If we do, look at the P and L. Look at the P and L. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the P and L. And look, we topping up. We top it out right now, and I know the pullback is coming soon. The pullback is gonna come soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, look, we've been on this journey for a while, and I want to tell you guys it's more than just investing into stocks. It is the daily habits that you guys do. It's the habits that you're um, doing in the real world, right? So, like for me, I am bettering myself as far as financial habits that I have for me to participate in this game a lot longer. What's going on? This whole spy plays cooking. Um, I'm making better financial decisions. That way I can stay in this game a lot longer. And that has to be the same mindset for you guys. If you guys just want to be rich, cool. But at least be rich and be mentally stable. At least be rich and be like with your body being well and conscious. Just all these things. So tomorrow's Thursday, or today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what the vibes is. If you haven't watched any of my videos, go ahead and watch the videos. I see y'all watching the videos. I see y'all watching the videos. Leave a comment down below. Follow me on my social medias, TikTok, Instagram at Strictly Financial. Stop player hating. I see y'all player hating. Go ahead, leave it in the comments down. I only made 6 cents. I only got a couple dollars. Go ahead. I love it, baby. Because the more you guys do that, the more I can keep getting consistent hate. And if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right.